Now, number two this morning, I want to say this. If you are willing to fight the good fight, you will be attacked by compromisers. I said number one, hey, if you're going to serve God, it will be a fight. If you care about doctrine, if you care about the gospel, if you care about the sin in your own life, it's going to be a fight every day. And let me tell you something, if you actually want to fight that fight, you will be attacked by the compromisers in this world. I think one of the biggest red flags, one of the biggest signals that a preacher, a church, or a movement is starting to water down doctrine, back off of the truth, not want to fight the good fight anymore, is when you constantly hear the preaching complaining about all the fighting. Oh, there's just so much fighting. Oh, why is there got to be so much fighting? Why is there got to be so much division? Rodney King, can we all just get along? Right? And to me, that's just a sign like, hey, this preacher doesn't want to fight anymore. And what the preachers do that don't want to fight anymore, that don't want to ruffle feathers, that don't want to say the hard things that need to be said, is they attack the preachers that will. That is always what happens. All right? Let me give you some history here. Now, I think a great example of what I'm explaining to you is the ministry of Billy Graham. Now, I recently read a book. It's called Pure Words. Very easy to remember. Really great book. It came out by evangelist Caleb Garraway, a young man in the old IFB. And beside a very few minor things, the book was excellent. Highly recommend that you read it. But he kind of gives some history into the independent fundamental Baptist movement and the evangelical movement. And he had a little section of his book about Billy Graham. And honestly, that's what inspired this sermon, is reading this section. And Billy Graham, I didn't know this, but Billy Graham, when he started his ministry, he actually started his ministry only working with fundamentalist Christians. He only worked with fundamentalists. He was at one point a board member of the Sword of the Lord publications, started by Brother John R. Rice. Brother John R. Rice is a great man of God of yesteryear, saved brother, love him for sure. And he was at one point a board member of the Sword of the Lord from 1947 to 1952. So that's kind of the start of Billy Graham's ministry. But the end of his ministry, if we just fast forward, Billy Graham unfortunately became one of the biggest ecumenical preachers on planet Earth. He was working with Catholics, Pentecostals, people who didn't even profess faith in Jesus Christ. He was working with these people. And it's just like, man, how do you get to that point? Let me give you a quote. This is a quote from Billy Graham towards the end of